Hey, what's up, you guys? This is Sheila Bila, and I'm coming to you with a review of a new show by VH1. It's called Unfaithful, Caught in the Act. Tammy Roman, she's the host of the show. We all know Tammy Roman from everything: Basketball Wives, The Real World, and whatever other reality show, Bonnet Chronicles, that she has. And she's doing a really, really good job with this show. It's almost like Cheaters adjacent, because in this show they are giving the person being cheated on the opportunity to meet with the other cheated on person so they can confront the cheater, or they could either just confront both of them in an ambush. So I thought that was pretty neat. And she also has a relationship expert person. His name is Kevin Carr, and they have a private investigator. Her name is Brianna. So they're all working together, and it's the same kind of concept. The person being cheated on comes to Tammy, and then they do the whole crying, and they said, I think my man is cheating, or my woman is cheating, or whichever way it is. And then Tammy and team, they go and find out if there are real accusations there. So what I do like about the show is Tammy, she is very relatable. Everybody can pretty much talk to her, and she can pretty much relate to each person. She kind of puts herself in their shoes. What I don't like about the show is when the two people are about to meet. Just say, for instance, okay, my man cheating on me with the woman, so I want to go meet up with the other woman. I just wish that there was a guide or someone, maybe Tammy or the relationship expert, can be like a mediator between both of the women or both the men, or whomever it is, so there won't be a big blow up, because it's almost like an ambush. Like if somebody is cheating on me, or if I'm cheating on somebody or whatever, and somebody just come and confront me about my man or whatever, I would be very defensive. So I feel like they should have put a mediator there to kind of not let tensions be. But hey, this is VH1, we have to get natural reaction, so I guess I can understand that part too. But this particular episode, this is the first one that I saw, and it was with a woman named Tracy, and she goes to Tammy Roman in her office, and she is telling Tammy that she feels like her intuition is telling her that her man McKinley is cheating on her with someone. And so Tammy is like, well, I need more than your intuition to come and tell me that you think that your man is cheating. And she's just like, well, things haven't really been the same. They have arguments and things like that, but it's just really different. And then she pulls out these little ultrasound pictures of twin babies, and she said, I lost the babies due to complications. And it kind of hit Tammy, because we all know that Tammy had problems with infertility, and so they kind of made her want to help this girl. And the girl, mind you, said that they've been dating, her and the guy McKinley, for 2 years. I believe they live together, and he's never met her parents. And I'm just like, girl, how you with this man and you want to find out if he cheating on you when you having his babies, but they ain't met your mom and your daddy and your aunties and your uncles and your cousins, and your brothers and your sisters. So I was just kind of looking at that like, okay, so are y'all really in a real relationship? After 2 years, this man ain't met nobody in your family? Are you really serious about him is the question. So apparently she's Nigerian, and she says, she's really big on family, education, everything else. Every black family is big on, or every Nigerian family is big on. And I guess she may feel like he isn't really up to what she's up to, I guess the standard, because he is an entertainer, he's a rapper. So apparently he threw out Young Dolph's name, so other people must know him. I don't. But she talks highly of him. She said he's very talented and all this stuff. So Tammy takes the job, and they do their due diligence. And so they have the surveillance camera out, which is Brianna's job. She's the PI. So she's following the guy. Okay, so that's why I was like, do they live together, or are they are they just over each other's houses? Because the private investigator, went to the guy McKinley's, I guess his condo or his apartment or whatever it is, and she was there for like 4 days. So whose house? She was there for 4 days, and she was waiting for him to come out of his building. And so finally, I think that the second day, I think it was the third day, him and a girl came out, and this girl is known as Casey. So you have Tracy is the main girl, then you have Casey is the one that, I guess the side chick. And they go out and they go to the strip club, right? So I was just like, I wonder why the private investigator didn't go inside the strip club, because they probably could have got some good footage in there, honey. But that didn't happen. But then the next day they went out ring shopping, the Casey girl and McKinley. So this time the private investigator, she goes into the ring shop, and she has these 2 cameras on her purse, and she's recording them, and they're in there, they're talking, and she's twerking on them and all this stuff, and he's saying, okay, the Casey girl is saying like they're together, they're getting married, she's about to be his wifey, and he agreed and was like, yeah, I adore her and all of this other stuff. So I'm just like, okay, so who is the main person? So is the main person Casey, or is the main person Tracy? Tracy. So because I'm confused, So then Tammy, she sits down with Tracy, which is supposed to be the main girl and the expert, the relationship expert. And Tammy is asking the same thing. So are you sure you are the main person? Because they show, them at the strip club. They show them buying rings and all that stuff. And Tracy is just like, no, I am the main person. That's not possible. Because she said they live together. And I'm like, why weren't you at the house for 4 days if y'all live together? That was kind of confusing to me. But anyway, Tammy is just like, well, you need to make sure that you are not the side chick, because he could be telling this one girl one thing and misleading her, and telling you another thing and misleading you. And then, the relationship person is saying stuff like, how men think or whatever. They are doing things to woo you. They will keep they will keep doing the same thing to woo you, just to keep you, even though your relationship is not in a good place. He'll still throw out little things that he did to woo you, to keep you. So I guess apparently, like when he had bought all the pies, I guess that's when Tracy and the guy McKinley had first met. He was buying all these pies. So maybe he just still buying her stuff, buying her purses, buying her earrings and jewelry and stuff like that. So maybe he's still doing these things just to keep Tracy around, even though he is running around here with Casey at the strip club and at the ring shops. Anyway, so Tammy asks Tracy, I gotta get these names right. Tracy, do you want to meet with the girl first so y'all can team up to confront McKinley, or do you just want a big ambush to where you just confront both of them? Tracy says that she wants to meet with the girl Casey, so they can come to some sort of come to Jesus moment about the man McKinley. Okay, so Casey is at the gym. They're waiting. And so Casey comes out of the gym, and Tracy, she over here in her fur, and she comes out and she confronts Casey. So mind you, if I'm being caught off guard, I'm thinking that this is my man or whatever, I would be very defensive. Any woman would. So Tracy is like, we have a person in common. First she was like, do you know who I am? No, she don't know who you is, girl. No, she don't know you. She don't know that y'all dating the same man. She don't know that y'all have anything in common. So Tracy is like, we have the same, butthole in common. And I've been with him for 2 years. And then Casey is like, what? I've been with him for 4 years. And so she's like, how you with him for 4 years and I ain't never seen you? And she like, well, I ain't never seen you either. I don't even know you. How do you know? We at the studio. We been doing this and doing that. So then it gets heated because Casey is just like, well, I'm finna call my man. I'm finna call McKinley and I'm finna figure out what he doing because I don't know you. I don't trust you. So I'm not finna be listening to what you got to say. You could be trying to break up me and my man for all that Casey know. So then Tracy, she's just like, oh, she started talking about the girl body, her breast, and all this stuff. They gets to fighting. So that's when Tammy comes out and she explains who she is and she goes over there to talk to Casey. That's what I was saying in the beginning. I wish that Tammy could have came at first and probably, could have diffused the whole situation so it won't be this escalation so quick, because you already have 2 women. They already upset about a man. This girl done had miscarriages, whatever, and then the other girl, she twerking on them all day or whatever they got going on. She said they've been together for 4 years, so of course there is going to be tension. Nobody is going to believe anybody. So Tammy comes out. She goes over there. She diffuses the situation. She goes over there. She talks to Casey. She's like, yeah, do you know where she coming from? She don't know you. You know what I'm saying? You've been talking to the guy McKinley. And, she's just trying to figure out what's going on. So are you willing to talk? So Tammy calms her down. She's like, yeah, I'm willing to talk. And so they go over there because they break them apart because they was over there, I guess, fighting. They didn't show the fight. And so they go over there. They talk to Tracy. Like, Tracy, you said you weren't going to be on no rah-rah stuff. You said you was just going to keep it cute and ask the questions that you needed. She said, yeah, I did. But, the girl was giving me her pushback. So she had to just come to her how I guess she was matching energies. But you have to still put yourself in everybody's situation so y'all can come to some type of agreement. So she was just like, yeah, okay, we're going to talk again. We're going to try to get it settled. So now they're in front of each other and they're talking, right? And so Tracy is just like asking Casey, so what is the relationship between you and McKinley? What is your status? And then the girl looking like, status? I don't know if she was thinking like if the girl had a STD or HIV or whatever. And then Tracy just being so shady. You don't know what status mean. You coming out so shady. So you want this girl to be your friend, quote unquote, to talk to you about y'all man, because it's both of y'all man. Shoot, it's really more with Casey man than it is your man, because she been around longer. Y'all just quote unquote living together, Tracy. So I mean, what you expect this girl to think or feel? You talking about what's your status? So Casey, she put her phone down like she finna fight again. So they like, girl, calm your butt down. She just trying to figure out what y'all got going on. What's your status? Like, are y'all together? Y'all in a relationship? And then she said that's the fiance. They went out looking for rings and all of this stuff. And so that's when Tracy, she get all in her feelings like, I don't understand how you fiance, we been together, we living together, I don't, whatever. So then they have the bigger confrontation. So the whole thing is, so they agree Casey is going to go ahead and go to the studio. She's going to do business as usual, because Tracy is like, you in the studio? What you doing in the studio? Girl, she in the studio twerking on your man. That's what she doing in the studio. I mean, come on. You acting anyway. So Casey said she going to the studio. She going to meet him right now. She ain't even took no shower. Well, I guess her clothes did change, because girl, you just left the gym. You got to go wash up. But anyway, so they agree. We not gonna tell McKinley about none of this stuff. You go, you do what you do while y'all in the studio. We gonna set up the surveillance and stuff like that, and then we gonna head on over there to the studio. Tracy, Kurt, and Tracy, Kevin, and Tammy. So the girl, she gonna leave. She gonna buy her business. Right? And so now they get in the van. They going over to the studio. So they got cameras all in the studio because they already pre-set them up. So they in there. she dancing all on him, she kissing on him. I guess they supposed to be writing a song, I don't know, but he over here acting like he on business, but he still on play at the same time. So they was in the van looking at them on the cameras while they're in the studio. So Tracy, she in the van, she just like, you know what, I don't even want to see none of this no more. I want to just go in here and confront them, right? So she goes in there in the studio, she confronts them, she had this big confrontation, and when she comes in with her furrow and her Louis Vuitton bag, he said, what in the fabulous, whatever. And so I thought that was funny too, because she was looking fabulous, honey. Baby girl was looking cute, and the other girl cute too. So I mean, he got good taste or whatever, but maybe it's the money. If it ain't about the money, I don't know what it is, because it ain't whatever else it is. Anyway, so she like, so you with this girl, like, what y'all got going on? Y'all out, you saying you about to be this girl. Y'all out, getting rings. Y'all about to get married. What y'all, we been together. And then here go Casey talking about we been sleeping around with no condoms. I'm like, girl, I thought, whose team are you on? I mean, you got to think smarter than this. So McKinley breaks it down. He was like, look, yeah, I've been knowing this girl for 4 years, right? This girl was always in the background. You know that she was always in the background. She the sideline. So if he in a relationship, she there. If he ain't in a relationship, she there. She just around. He did a doll video. She was a dance in the video, and she just stuck around for 4 years. So apparently Casey don't care what he got going on. She just want to be around him. And now he's in a relationship with Tracy, and he's just like, him and Tracy wasn't on good terms. So that's when he brought in Casey, right? So they end up getting into a big scuffle over down there at the studio. They break them up. Tracy, she on her corner. Casey, she on her corner. And McKinley, he over there in his corner. So Tammy goes and talks to McKinley one-on-one. So she just like, what's the deal? What's going on? So he further breaks it down. He was like, Casey is that hood chick pretty much. She'll smoke with me. She go to the strip club with me. All my homeboys love her. You know what I'm saying? She look good. She don't mind. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. She just a good time. She is my escape. Tracy, on the other hand, she a little bourgeois. She don't like to smoke. She want to be all educational. She always harping down down McKinley back about how he ain't where he need to be and all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? He just really Tracy hammers on him. I guess she want him to be this stand-up guy. But I'm like, girl, this dude is a rapper. He's an entertainer. He is not going to be the type of man that you want him to be. He ain't wearing suits every day. He wearing sneakers and smoking blunts. I don't know what you want from him. He like to be outside. You like to be inside. You want to read books. He want to read the strip club. I mean, I don't know. But but McKinley says that Tracy makes him better. What it is, it's just the look. When he go out here into this business world, she looks good on his arm. When he want to get out there and get ratchet, Casey looks good on his arm. So, child, I don't know. Either Tracy, you going to have to get a little ratchet, or you just going to have to find you another man. Because clearly, y'all want the same, but two different things. So, anyway, he explains all that stuff to Tammy. So they have the whole sit down, right? So now it's Tracy and it is McKinley. So they're sitting down, and then you have the relationship expert Kevin and Tammy. So they're talking about their relationship. First of all, both of them are telling each other what they're doing wrong. McKinley is saying that Tracy doesn't like to have fun, and she's always pretty much the Debbie Downer. And he's saying that she can't have any. That Tracy is saying that McKinley can't have any female friends and stuff like that. And then you have McKinley saying No. And then Tracy is saying that McKinley don't want her to have no male friends. He just want her to be what she is. He like that she's that way, but he sometimes want her to calm down. So pretty much they not listening to what each other wants. They're blaming each other. They're poking a finger, but they do agree that they want to make their relationship work. So with them saying that they want to make their relationship work, they're like, okay, so can we bring in Casey? Because we have to let Casey know that we breaking up with her. They gotta let Casey know that they breaking up with Casey. So Casey, child, she come in with her little boots on, her little Daisy Dukes and all this stuff. So she come in and she sit down, right? So they like, okay, Casey, what do you have to say? So Casey is just like, okay, McKinley is like, you know, I'm gonna be with my girl Tracy. That's who I'm with. I love her. We gonna work it out. So here go Casey. Well, I thought we was getting rings. I thought we was getting married. What you mean? The relationship guy was like, girl, he breaking up with you. You need to find somebody that want to be with you the way that you want to be with them at the end of the day. And then so they said, so what do you have to say, Casey? Casey said, well, they told me that I can't fight nobody, so I'm just gonna sit up here and say, okay. And so that's when Tammy kind of, you know, extends the olive branch to Casey, like, are you okay? You know, I really want you to be okay, or whatever. And I kind of felt bad for Casey too, because I'm just like, dang, this girl got feelings too. She been with this man for 4 years. Mind you, she been in the background, but sometimes she come to the front, you know, to the front of the line. And just when she thought she was in the front of the line, they pushed her right back to the background. So she probably feel a little way, and I would feel a way too, because that is kind of like, well, we don't want you no more, bye. That ain't cool either. You know what I'm saying? So Casey, she just gone on with her little shorts on and her jacket, and she gone by her business. And then, you know, McKinley, he over there sitting with his woman, saying that they gonna work it out and all this stuff. But Tracy still mad. She like, okay, you ain't dealing with that Casey girl no more, but I'm still mad. I said, girl, these emotions and these feelings are all over the place. Girl, she's still mad. She said, we still got to be separated. We still got some stuff we need to work out. But anyway, so McKinley, he walked off. He said he want to apologize to Casey because he didn't want to put her in this situation. Now, you still want to hold on to that old thing just in case this thing with Tracy don't work out. You ain't fooling me, McKinley. I know what you got going on. And I believe that he ain't even let Casey go. I really believe that. Anyway, so 3 months passed. Tammy, she does her update with Tracy. Tracy said that they are doing her and McKinley, they're doing counseling, and they're going to try to work it out. She is finally going to introduce McKinley to her parents. I'm like, girl, shut up. If I was McKinley, I wouldn't even want to meet your mom and them. But anyway, that's what that is. Hopefully they'll work it out. They'll get it situated. We'll understand what's going on with it then. And yeah, I think that's the gist of this whole show. Overall, I think this show was really, really good. It kept my attention. I did laugh. I thought it was funny. I like how Tammy was able to interact with everybody. Everybody seemed really cool. I'm just trying to figure out one thing. When was this filmed? Because we know that Tammy has lost a lot of weight. And in this episode, Tammy looked fairly like she had weight on her. So I'm like, when was this actually filmed? Because I believe as the season progressed, we're going to see what Tammy looks like now, you know, very, very thin. So, I mean, but overall, the episode was really, really good. Y'all, this is Sheila B. Like, comment, and subscribe. If y'all like this and if y'all want me to continue to review this show, let me know, because I think it was pretty cool for what it was. And yeah. And I have to look at the other episode too to see where that's going. But yeah, like, comment, and subscribe. This is Sheila B. Y'all have a great day. Bye.